There's nothing wrong with flights of...
Are we good? Am I done now? I'm so sorry. Every time I try to be early, anytime I try to be prompt, it's a, hey, I need you to call me right now, Blue. And it's like, crap. And everything just happens. And it's just, I can never try to be like, hey, maybe I can actually start at 7 p.m. Eastern. No, every time I do, I have an emergency, like not an urgent text message. I'm like, Wah. Everything's good. Everything's good. Can't hear Nikke. Couldn't have my dad listening to booty butt music. Hi. I was gonna start with a theoretical question of like, hey, I just woke up from a nap and perhaps my sneezing is like all in my head because like I woke up and immediately started sneezing, but why don't I sneeze in my sleep? Couldn't ask that though. Because that's what I meant to do at the very beginning. So I gave you a dumb bun. You guys are welcome. I felt extremely dumb because yeah, I can't start early. So yippies. Oh, I didn't want to start this one. Hang on. We're not doing this one today. I didn't mean to get into this. Let me go back. I want to go back. I just want to unlock this one. This is not the one we're doing today. Okay. Thank you guys for the check-ins. Hellos. Nobody missed out on anything. I need to find D Outsider. That one. That's the one I need to do. Okay. My word, I can never. But good news, after this, I can do chapter 19 and 20. So I'm very excited on that part. Like, I can do 19 and 20. I was like, wow, this is bright for outsiders. Yes, very, all the brights. All the brights. There we go. Yeah. So I do apologize. I was having some tea. I ate like a crap ton of pilaf that was made for me. Thank you, Bear. You're the best. You're the bestest. I need to sneeze. Yes, for DMC. Yeah, so I accidentally, Devil May Cry on Netflix. I accidentally binged it last night. I didn't mean to binge all of it. Oh, hello. Oh dear. That's where that's from. And I watched a lot of it. I do agree that when I heard that Limp Bizkit was going to be the opening song, I thought it was like really weird, but at the same time though, with as little context that I have for Devil May Cry, it felt also really fitting. That being said, it felt like a lot of the music was very, what is it? New metal 2000s-ish, which I like. I like that era. But I think early 2000s, like specific bands. So it was really weird that that's what they went with. Like overall thematically for a lot of the songs. And I was like, okay, it felt like they were like, I know this song technically fits. Let me slap it here. It did reheat well. I just need to like be able to eat it. But yeah, so I thought that was interesting for DMC. I also, after watching the entire show, which I had shrimped my position, my back for, which was not good. So I was sore last night, so I needed to take a nap. And of course, my dad texts me like a minute after I start going live, and it's like, thanks. Hello, game. Ooh, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the food reheated very well. The pilaf was the best. All humans are equal under the light. The DNA that makes our bodies pays no mind to our class. There's no reason for outlaws to be treated any lesser than a quadridi. Oh, why do they keep throwing these words at me? There is no reason for outlaws to be treated any lesser than a quadridian, or for a quadridian to be considered inferior to a sovereign. Oh yeah, that's like this weird class thing. Why is it that the outlaws have been condemned to suffer? Why is that we all live underground, yet only we are forced to destroy ourselves from the inside while we toil in darkness? Neither the... Oh gosh, I'm gonna talk. Neither the central government nor the Ark citizens have ever offered a single word of explanation. We at Heavenly Ascension must cast off these subservient attitudes that have kept us subjugated until now. We must take action and take what is rightfully ours. I don't know why my brain is blanking. Yeah, no, after listening to, you know, the opening and stuff, I thought it was pretty fitting. Having, I think it was Evanescence as a credit closer was kind of weird. There was some Papa Roach thrown in there. There's some other bands that sounded familiar, but I couldn't recognize or like name to you. It made sense for the campiness of DMC, but that was definitely a new metal, like 2000 soundtrack. It was really, I was not something I was expecting at all. And then after watching director Divorce Dad Confirmed, they really chose the music of the times. I mean, that also makes sense. But I went through and I was like, okay, now that I have an idea of kind of, because I was seeing that like the show for Netflix was more focused towards the games. And so I was like, okay, let me re-look back at what I played. And then it was like, oh, yeah. The reboot that they tried doing was really... It had the same hits, like the same points, completely different themes. Instead of you going to hell, it was literally a town called Limbo. I haven't played this game forever. And then, like, he was, like, 2 halves, not just 1 half, without spoiling. Which was like, I guess new. Like they didn't have that in the main games. And like all these different characters, the brothers were bros instead of opposing and things like that. It was just interesting for my theory based off side dialogue that it should be around 2005, 2010. Yeah, it was just like, it was weird. It worked. I enjoyed it. I enjoy all the Netflix animations so far, even the poorly written ones. Because they're really good for me to throw up and have playing while I'm doing something else. I need to actually finish Castlevania. But I was saying in my Discord that initially, like time-wise, I was really confused because they had a museum being guarded by knights with halberds, and then they got like broken into. This is not a spoiler, it's like the first 2 minutes, and then like everyone gets, like the building gets broken into, the castle or whatever, by people with guns and like Tom Clancy gear. And I was like, what? Like I was very confused. I thought there was some timey-wimey stuff going on because there was just knights guarding with halberds with no anything. It felt very time specific in a castle. And then yeah, the guards get taken out. The Tom Clancy burglars come in, break glass, take ancient relics and stuff. I was like, You'd think the guards would have like guns or something if there's guns in this world. It just didn't make sense to me. It was the Vatican. Still, the Vatican can have guns, right? I don't know. The reboot was a choice. I remember having a lot of fun with the reboot. The reboot was fun to play. The music was really good in the reboot, but I can definitely see why it was very contested because it's very different. Like everything is very different for the story. They still have the bad guy Demon King. They still have the brothers. They still have, you know, like those elements are still there. But so if you just kind of look into it as this is like a fanfic game, I figure that's like a lot better a way of taking the reboot. And that's probably why the reboot never proceeded, but it was fun as hell to play. And if that's how DMC is, which I saw that I can skip 1 and 2 if I wanted to per the internet, like so be it. Like I'll go play it. I like hack and slashes and stuff like that. As like, it's why I like the original God of Wars. They're just fun. Okay, but can the Swiss Guard have halberds and a gun? Like, if someone breaks in with a gun at the Vatican, what are they gonna do? Poke them a question? They need to gat them a question, you know? One of those gotta be with the modern times. Only skip 2. I understand maybe skipping 1, but that's like the first one. Yeah, no, I get that too. No, they're ceremonial. Pretty sure the Italian government would be called for that. But still, hello, Samurai, hello. Sorry, I got distracted in the middle of me reading the opening for Deciders, and we're talking about Devil May Cry because I was sewing a shirt and altering it last night while watching the entire I accidentally watched the entire Devil May Cry Netflix series last night. But hello. But yes, no, there was like holy relics and stuff in the first 2 minutes that's stolen and like bombs and stuff. It was very explosive. All 5 games are 20 bucks on Steam right now. My problem is I'm terrified to play games on my PC and stream them after Doom. Like I was like, oh, Doom runs on nothing. I'll play that on my computer. Apparently not. Apparently it's like, you know what? I'm gonna just abduct everything. And you can't use your microphone anymore. So if I were to play DMC, it'd probably have to be on my PlayStation or my Xbox. But I think I might have like 1, 2, and 3 HD versions on my Xbox already. But of course, they probably have much newer ones. Yeah, they're over. Let's proceed. All right. So we take the action. So I think this is the perspective of like some weird like hit video that Heavenly Ascension's doing that we're watching. So for Nikke. So she's like, hey, we need to be vigilantes. Yeah. We at Heavenly Ascension must cast off these subservient attitudes that keep us subjugated until now. We must take action and take what is rightfully ours. Once we do that, we will finally be... We've decided to turn off all the lights in the Ark. For in the darkness, everyone is equal. May the light guide us to heaven. These sound like threats. So am I gonna get through this like super fast because I only have the skip button? The series is on sale on Steam until the 16th for about 22. Yeah, it is neon. It's cute. All right. Themes, people. All right. We obviously have these guys.
You really want to have me? Are we going to play? Where at?
Where's Crow? I don't think I have her in my theme above her. Here she is.
So if I don't play ball, you paint the walls with my insides? I see how it is.
All right. Oh, no, come back. Come back.
I
No.
may not be the best, but I can at least crack a few spells.
There we go. There we go. Okay, all the DMC games are... ooh! Okay. Okay, hang on. Let me write a note to myself. Worst case, I do that thing that I always do where I go buy them and then I never touch them. That's what I always seem to do. Because there was a time where I kept buying games that were on sale to find out much later that I never played them or I bought them on another system. So there was a time I had 6 or 7 different copies of Life is Strange. I had it on just about every single console except like Twitch, or not Twitch, like the Switch or whatever Nintendo was, because I didn't really carry Nintendo consoles. I think I had it like literally on everything. So it was getting to the point where I was going to buy it. It's like, hey, stupid, you already have this. So I had to make a spreadsheet once upon a time. So I would stop doing that. Now I don't buy games nearly as often, which is why I have such a hefty backlog. What, you'll play Life is Strange? But yeah, that was it was a problem that I just kept I kept buying games and like never playing them and having too many of them. Oh yeah, I always play with controller. So if I buy it, you have no room to talk to tell me to stop. Oh no. Well, now all my funds are going to gotchas and ladies, so it works out. All the gotcha ladies. No Gambas today. We were supposed to do Genshin today, but Bear was so kind to have reminded me, hey, Dumb Bun, there's an update tomorrow. So you can't really, unless you plan on like streaming really late, you can't play tomorrow. So you should probably do something else. I was like, crap. But there'll be Gambas on Thursday. Good luck on your wishes. That's a lot of wishes. That's a lot. Yeah, we getting crust on Thursday. She's so cute. She's very Modernia-like in the fact of like, you don't belong in this video game. Also, I thought I read that as Doom Eternity, and I thought that was like a knockoff. I was like, I just played Doom Eternity. All right. So Heavenly Ascension is reported to have been responsible for 2 terrorist attacks on the Dome of Eternity. One in the downtown area and another in Sunland Park. Residents live in these areas are in a panic as all light sources have ceased to function as of 10 this morning. Many inhabitants are claiming to suffer from claustrophobia during this blackout. Breaking news! The terrorist group Heavenly Ascension has revealed that they plan on carrying out more attacks in the near future. According to a video uploaded to Tetra TV, their next target is Royal Road, and the next attack will be in 4 days. If those responsible for these attacks aren't captured by then, the top brass is considering possibly sending in troops into the Outer Rim. Does anyone know what led to this situation? I'm afraid not. There's no way of knowing for sure. People in the Outer Rim were wary of those from the outside. It's a veritable cesspool of crime and corruption, and functions as Heavenly Ascension's operational base. Most agents who are sent there never return. The Exotic Squad has been the only exception. Ever heard of them? I know of them. As I thought. To say they're notorious would be putting it mildly. Every one of their members is a hardened criminal and outlaw. There are even rumors swirling around that they are connected with Heavenly Ascension. Oh, they are not Heavenly Ascension. Okay, I thought they were. But, be that as it may, they are the only remaining organization in the Outer Rim that we can use for gathering intelligence. Someone needs to get in contact with them and find out what they know. Or we may end up with a civil war on our hands between the Ark and the Outer Rim. I suppose that someone is me. That's right. You're the only one cut out for this operation. Suin claims that she knows a way for us to make a deal with Exotic. Whatever it ends up being, make good use of it. Okay. Hey, so you're going to pay our friends a visit? Yes. Oh boy, our company made them, but how do I put this? They're not exactly in perfect working order. They're like untrained dogs who bite the hand that feeds them, so I devised a small contraption to help them keep in line. It's an app called Exotic Controller. Make sure you download it. I download the app. What's this? With this app, with just one tap of your finger, and their heads will go kaboom like a cantaloupe. What? Relax, will you? Don't get your undies in a twist. It cost me a fortune to make that squad. I'd hate to see that money go to waste. Only use it as a last resort. If those rust buckets end up turning on you, at least you'll got an easy way out. Got it? I install the app and try running it. The portraits of 3 Nikke show up on the screen underneath the portraits as a UI declaring each of their communication statuses. So, what you do is you go, hey, I'm going to test this out. And you pick the one you don't like the most and you go, I'm going to test it on this one. What does it do? What does this button do? Who's the one that you do it for? I know Bear's never picking Viper. I know Bear's like, no, I can fix her. That's just how he is. Also, I'm kind of sorry, Bear. I always poke fun at you. That's what they do to Slipknot in the movie? Wait, what? I don't think I watched Suicide Squad, actually. Like, there's 2 of them, right? I don't think maybe I watched one of them? I remember seeing a movie with, like, a witch lady, but I don't think I don't know. I know there's 2 of them. And I know that and it doesn't help that a lot of the characters in each of them are the same. Who is Slipknot? Because when you said that, I was like, they killed the band? They killed the band? Hang on. So, Suicide Squad movie? There's 2016. Will it just not give me the older ones? Oh, 2016 and 2021. The 2021 is both a sequel to the original film and a soft reboot designed to correct the mistakes of the original. Oof. Oof. Okay. But yeah, I don't think I saw either. I may have saw the first one. But I don't know. That's rough. Hey, we made another movie because we messed up the first one. Slipknot is wasn't he the one that tried running away? And I don't believe this is in Boom. I think so. That sounds right. I think that was in the trailer. Slipknot is a useless character whose ability was to grapple anywhere. Temu Spider-Man. Oh no. Oh no. See, after I worked at a store that had nonstop running TVs and getting Marvel movies shoved down my throat, like, they weren't bad. Marvel movies weren't bad. I just saw so many. I could probably quote the Iron Mans if you started playing it, at least 1 through 3, and all the movies in between that for Marvel, because they were just playing nonstop in the store. So I was like, you know what? Unless it's a highly rated, like, DC film, I'm quite done. I am quite done with superheroes right now. I get it. They're great. They're awesome. But I can't do it. So, like, all these amazing jokes, not mentioned, Spider-Man movies and things like that, like, I just haven't watched them. I can't watch them. If I have someone who really wants to see it, then I'll go see it. Which I don't have because Bear doesn't watch movies and he's the only one physically, like, near me. Then, like, yeah, I just don't go watch that stuff. So right now I'm sewing and knitting to Devil May Cry Netflix shows instead, because that's more productive, right? All right. So yeah, we have back to this. We have an app that I guess we can hit a button and people explode. Which would you guys do? Because Viper's off the table because a mod loves them. So would it be Crow that you test the button on, or Jackal you test the button on? Oh, is Until Dawn like out already? I thought that was coming out later this year. Until not Dawn movie. It does say it's a 2025 film. When? Oh! It's not out yet. It's not out till the end of the month. We're not gonna be near a movie theater, I think, when that's going. So I'm sorry. I'd like to. Jackal. Protect Jackal. She did nothing wrong. Jackal must protect. So Crow then, by process of elimination, would be the one we test the button on? Okay. See, I haven't ran across Jackal enough. She just seems to be a follower. So, okay. Crow on, Viper on, Jackal on. Once the button is pressed, detonation will occur in 3 seconds. Ooh, that's quick. That is quick.
I'm trembling.
But I'm down to go
help,
see a movie
scary
if there's something
monsters.
else of your interest. I got 2 buttons to press. I use all on Crow. She left you in the snow. She did! She left me in the snow for like a millennia too. Like in Blue Cannon, we were there hallucinating for quite some time while bleeding out with our stomach wound. Jackal's rocket. Dog rocket? I didn't notice that. All right. That's the nice thing about theming these little events with my party. So I can go and like, oh, they have a thing. Let me go check out their thing because they're right here. So soon after in the Outer Rim. Whoa, Commander, I can't believe you're actually at the Outer Rim. Honey, what a lovely surprise seeing you here. But where are all the other Nikkes you're usually with? They're waiting for me at the outpost. Good call. If you were seen around here cavorting with Nikkes from the central government, word would get out pretty quickly, and you won't be able to walk the streets safely, let alone get information. We should move elsewhere. This place reeks. Let's proceed to the hideout. So we're just totally, she shot us. This is in chronological order. She shot us and we're just cool with it. Like, we're fine. Like, that doesn't, me being dead in the snow for months at a time just is fine. We're cool now. We're buddies. Like, the hell? Like, we didn't report that because they're like, hey, Commander, you have a fucking gunshot wound. You wanna talk about it? And we're like, nah. Now we're cool. Like, that's not okay. Sorry, I'm fighting with a Sudafed right now. One second. There we go. Sudafed and tea. It may be in the past. This is release order, not necessarily chronological order. Okay. No, and I do understand that. Because, yeah, like, Viper and Jackal didn't necessarily do anything specific. I think they held us in place. But yeah, Crow definitely shot us maliciously. Let's proceed to the hideout, she says. So after arriving at the hideout, I give Exotic a mission briefing. Basically, what you're saying is that you want us to tell you who was responsible for the recent terrorist attacks. Correct. I'm afraid it's not too simple. Technically speaking, we do belong to an arm of the intelligence department, but asking us to sell out our friends and neighbors is an awfully tall order. So you're refusing to cooperate? I didn't say that. It's an order straight from the deputy chief. We couldn't possibly refuse. All I'm saying is that I don't want to come out of this mission as a traitor. Are you at least willing to be my escort? Escort? Suppose so. If you were to start snooping around here without any escort, you'd be announcing to everyone that you were sent by the central government. If we didn't look after you, your carcass would hang in the square by tomorrow morning. Very well. We can at least do that much for you. Jackal, Viper, show the commander around. Give him the full tour. Yes, Captain. You got it. What? Don't you trust these two? Don't worry. We run things in these parts. Not the central government, not the sovereigns, and not even the CEOs of the big three. We're practically saints, and everybody here worships us. Tell me, would you ever deface a statue of a saint while you're on holy ground? No. Then you understand. Now go with them. Jeez, okay.
Initiate contact.
Alright, time to look at Doug.
I had a blast.
Oh, it's got like ears.
Gotta reload.
Oh.
No, my new bro.
Okay.
Reloading.
I sees it. I sees the dog rocket. The Doge rocket.
See, I made it. No enemies left standing.
I'm excited because after this, then it's then we get to go do chapters, and I can actually get like more chapter stuff done. Because I think I'm locked out of 2. I think there's stuff that unlocks at 20 and 22 for me. So I need to hurry up and get through all the stuff so I can get to those. Soon after, on one of the roads in the Outer Rim. All right, listen closely. You'll arouse suspicion if you parade around town like a tourist. Just act like you're part of our routine patrols. You patrol the Outer Rim? Ah, right. We've never been properly introduced, have we? So this does seem to be in the past. Our squad is called Exotic. We work for the Ministry of Information under the Central Intelligence Agency. In a nutshell, we're responsible for conducting surveillance in the Outer Rim on behalf of the central government. Surveillance? We've never done that. I can see how one could feel that way. In truth, what we do is more akin to management. What do you mean? What I mean is when times are tough, you've got to learn to be flexible. You and a bunch of swear words. You agreed to give us 500k of product, so hand it over or shut up. You better cough it up or I'm gonna start chopping off fingers. Oh, I thought they were doing that to the Nikkes. I was like, that's bold. Don't act suspicious. Sorry, I'm sorry. Looks like something's going on up ahead. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. And then the Nikkes attack. Not the Raptors, the Nikkes. It's all oops all
Kill the
Nikkes.
goons over here.
What? Why are you sipping? I need my voice and like my allergies and everything to go away so I can get like really into the readings of these. It sucks.
Happy, you government lapdog.
Because like it's fun reading into them and I hate that I feel like I'm sick all the time. Hello, Joanne. Hello. I was worried you checked in and left because I was like having to be on my my starting screen for like ever. Plot twist, next Nikke will have allergy issues. They will be my favorite. They will be my favorite by default. Oh my god. We had like a storm like a month or 2 ago and I've just not recovered. This has been the worst. I've not been sick like this non-stop ever. I was able to breathe Sunday and like that's been it. Like I get maybe a few hours where I can breathe like a normal person and it's back to full-blown allergies. And then the weather's like, hey, allergy records are popping all over the country because of global warming and stuff. Get good. And I'm like over here just struggling and we're hardly like out. We just had snow last week. And it's like, we just had snow last week. You're telling me to get good? It's gonna get worse? I may die this year, guys. Like, I may die. What if they're allergic to rabbits? They'll have to deal with it. Here's some Benadryl. You can't have allergies if you're in a coma. Sadly, I'm by myself, so I can't do that. I would love to do that, but I have a job I have to go to. I didn't leave. I've been lurking in the shadows. Appreciates Juan. I just need to I need to get like notifications or something going for your YouTube streams, because I always miss them. I always miss them, and so I have to just suffice with your afterward videos. Wait, you'll be right. You can't cosplay the hardest Elden Ring boss and lose to an allergy? I didn't cosplay. I was Melina. I can see the confusion though. I would love to. I need to. We collectively need to learn how to do armor. Whether that's me, whether that's Bear, so we can like really open up what we're doing. Because a lot of the stuff we do is like done on our own. So armor is just not in our repertoire yet. Granted, I just saw on Reddit the other day a person made a sword out of like my brain's farting. 3D printer parts. They 3D printed a sword and it glows and it's super cool and it looks super shiny. And I was like, that's an idea. We could just 3D print stuff. That's also still expensive, but it's way less work. I remember trying to make my make a sword once out of aspen wood because it's super soft and it's was at the time, I don't know if it is anymore, was convention compliant because it was a super soft wood, very easy to ding. And I spent, I think, 6 months shaping the blade by hand with like a hand file, like a giant, it was like a metal, like was for metal, like file that I used on this very soft wood. And I just sat there like when I was like in between jobs, just like filing it. And it never came out right because of course I'm doing it by hand, so it's not perfect. I had one side like exactly how I wanted it, and the other side looked like it was like a stepchild and not related to the other side, like it, because the blades of course are supposed to be even, and it came out real bad. And then came to the painting part where of course it's aspen, it's really soft wood, and wood's also porous, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and try and spray paint it to make it look like a shiny sword. And it got to the point that I was so many layers of paint in because I was not getting the glossy look I wanted, that the paint never dried. It was gummy, like the blade at that point. It just didn't. So the months it took me to shape it were wasted, and I had to throw out that sword. I went to a convention shortly after that. Luckily, it was like a passion cosplay. It wasn't something I was trying to do. And then I found a foam sword of what I was trying to do. So thus, because it was foam, it was already cosplay or convention compliant. And I was like, what the hell? And I actually just posted the sword up on my Instagram not too long ago because I had found it in my closet. And it was like one of those, like, I'd like to try again. I'd like to try and make that sword again. But I also don't know if I want to cosplay that character. It's the kind of thing. But it was just like trying to do cosplays like by hand and is so tough, and it sucks because there's these people who do it professionally who can just pump out cosplays like every month, and I'm like, I can't do that. Like we're doing everything to the T that we can, so we're taking like months to do it. Like, guys, I've got like nine cosplays like cooking right now. For those that are on my Patreon and like that. Also, there is a cosplay specific YouTube channel. A lot of you found it already, but it is there. It's in my link tree. Yeah, I've got so many outfits going right now and costumes and cosplays and stuff, but we're doing them all from scratch. And so it's like, just gotta make it work, you know? Were you doing a double-sided sword or a single edge? I guess it would be a double-sided, because it was like, it was supposed to be like a, forgive me, I'm not a sword person. Like a medieval knight sword is what it was. So it had like they had the pommel. I had the pommel down fucking like perfectly between the pommel and the guard. I had that done. That was fantastic. It was perfect. Getting the blade done where it had the two edges, symmetrical. It was supposed to be symmetrical edges, but of course I'm doing it by hand, so it didn't end up doing that. Was rough. Was super rough. I still need to figure out how to do the lighting on the weapon. Fairy lights, yo. So like, and that was the thing. And at the time it was like, I couldn't afford power tools, which is why I was sanding everything by hand. Like when it came to, I think I borrowed someone's Dremel tool to cut out the base for the handle and the actual blade, so it all would fit together right, and the guard. And I had to borrow, and I was like praying that I didn't break it, because I've never used a Dremel before and stuff like that. So a classical straight sword is what I was trying to do. But I was sitting there like on a porch, if that's what I want to call it. I was in a trailer park at the time, because that's what I could afford, and was just sitting there just like for like hours at a time, just sitting there just trying to shape it with a metal file on this really soft wood, which hypothetically sounds like it would work really well, but I'm still filing wood by hand, and it sucked. It super sucked. My hand hurt so much. Joanne, Florida's expensive, okay? I was 18, 19. It was expensive. I went wherever I could afford, and it happened to be a trailer park. But it was my trailer in the gross trailer park. But yes, I was there for a little bit before like getting an apartment and stuff like that. But I was at a trailer park. It was not for very long. It was for like maybe 6 months. But it gave me enough time to get, you know, my savings and everything in order so I can go to somewhere nicer. I wouldn't know I live in the poorest state in the country. What do you mean? And that means you obviously have trailer parks, right? Because trailer parks are supposed to be like ghetto as hell, I thought. I don't know. I guess when you get more, I haven't been to the northeast of the United States like at all. I've never seen a trailer park in Mississippi. Oh, okay. Well, they are super, like RV trailer parks are super popular in Florida, Bama, and Georgia. So, as well as some other places I've been. But they have like entire communities. Granted, in some parts of Florida and the swampy areas, they were a little bit more clever and cheeky about it. They would have them hidden in back roads and using the trees to hide them. Where I'm at now, they don't do that. They're just out in the open. So it's a little more gross when you drive by them. So if they're like really not well kept, it's just like you have to see it. But in some of the places in Florida where I lived, if you drove by them, you couldn't, unless you knew they were there, you would have no idea there's a trailer park. Because yeah, they would use the trees to hide it. Where I'm at now, there's not enough trees. They need more trees. I say that as I'm currently suffering from allergies. But there needs to be more trees down here. Trees do so much good, despite the fact that they killed a bunny rabbit. I've been ranting and raving. Viper's talking to us. Ah! But yeah, no, it's just one of those. I don't remember how I got on this tangent. Something about cosplays. Yeah, cosplays are tough. Lots of cosplays cooking. I promise. I know it doesn't look like we're active, but I promise there's so much going. I might start doing occasional Patreon specific like updates. Because like right now I'm painting shoes. I actually need to check on if my primer is coming in, because I need fabric paint specific acrylic primer that I need to come in. And that's so much harder to find than you think it would be. because I was like, I was like, oh, I need acrylic primer, and it's like, for your house? I'm like, no, I don't need this giant bucket of primer. I want a little thing of fabric acrylic primer, and it's like, I had to special order it, and so like it sucks because it's like the last thing I need for this part, and I've got it mostly done. I just need to wait. I just have to wait for it. TLDR, doing Viper cosplay soon? No! Don't add another one to the list. We have so many. Don't do that to me, Bear. Don't do that to me. There's so many we gotta do. If I were to do another Nikke cosplay, I want to do a pilgrim. I want to do a pilgrim. Technically, it wouldn't be too long. Didn't listen. But look how adorable she is. She looks very sweet. I could probably do that. And after seeing like the art that was posted, or the, I don't know what to call it, the CG this morning, I didn't realize how many buckles she had. Which pilgrim? I like crown. Red Hood would be fun. Like they all seem like they'd be fun. But Naked King would also sound like it's super easy until you actually broke it down and you're like, this is actually not easy. But Naked Crown would be a fun little like challenge with lights and stuff. Red Hood would be fun just because she looks fun, but that's also a lot of like pleather to mess with to make that work. Like part of me is like, what about the lesser known ones? And I'm like, I don't know them. They haven't showed up for me. Dorothy would be fun, but again, it's like getting those armor pieces and learning how to do those. I actually saw somebody selling a cheap 3D printer, and I was like, I could grab that to start playing with it, and that way we can try and like do that. But my mom, who helps me a lot with a lot of the pieces that we need, that it would take too long, which is why like 3D printing is an option. She actually helped me with my Cynthia like hairpins and stuff like that. And she's helped me out with some other parts, and she's like, yeah, this piece was $50, but I misprinted it. So it's now actually $100 because of the one misprint, and it's such a huge item. So like it's actually $100 to make this one piece. So if I were to ever make a staff or something, good Lord, I hope it prints right the first time and it all goes together perfectly. Say her line in the preppy college girl voice. Which pilgrim? Dorothy? Dorothy? Did I say Dorothy? What did I say? I don't know. I'm so sick, Juwan. I've been so sick. How's the annoying I used to do this like when I was a barista. Hang on, let me practice after I cough. Hi there, how's it hanging? Like something like that. Viper, Jackal 2. Oh gosh, I have to think about how do I do that. Things have been so pleasant these past few days. What's with all this ruckus? Oh gosh, I hear the sick coming through and I hate it. My apologies, but this guy is trying to drive my business into the ground. He promised a certain quantity by a certain date, but now he shows up empty-handed and leaves us hanging high and dry. Interesting, very interesting. Tell me, have you lost your mind? Sorry. Boy, this guy is slow up on the uptake. Almost as slow as you, Jackal. Rich girl mentality? I don't know. I don't even know if I'm hitting the mark that you were asking for. It's really nasally how I used to do it, but of course I have no nasally to do right now because I have no nose. But what I do? You see my friend here? What kind of uniform is this? Just an ordinary central government unit. Oh, so you're an inspections officer from the central government? My mistake. That's right. Oh, they're talking about my uniform. Gotcha. Okay, I'm only gonna do this for this one scene. I don't think I have the capability of doing this the entire rest of the day. This isn't what you think it is. There's a lot more going on here than it appears. I think there's an ice cream truck. It always comes at the weirdest times. Anyway. Jackal is definitely a gremlin voice. Yes. I'll give subs if you do it. Oh my god. It's so throaty when I do that. I don't know if you're talking about the gremlin voice that I do with my cats. You're giving me a headache. How many times do I have to warn you? Viper extends one of her fingers, which has an unusually long nail. She taps the top of the man's head. You ought to know better. If you're going to do something, then do it properly. It's not easy always making up cover stories for you. Oh, yes, but it's just that. Making excuses, are you? Jackal, give that box behind him a once-over. Not enough sass? I'm sorry. Oh gosh. What? What's that sweet smell? Is this what the fuck? How do I say that? Illuminadescine? Bruh, I can't do big gremlin words. I have to know what the fuck they are ahead of time. Oh god, that went somewhere? What do you mean? What do you mean it went somewhere? I'm not gonna do it if you're gonna make fun of me after asking for it. My ugly, like, toad voice. Didn't Underwear Queen crack down on this stuff a long time ago? That they did. How exactly, pray tell, did some of it end up in your possession? Oh god, hang on. Oh. Yeah, I can't keep doing voices. My voice, my throat's like not okay for that. I may have to take a break and go get me more tea. Oh my god. All right. I take it this means you're siding with them now and no longer need our protection? No, it's nothing like that. I swear to you, this will never happen again. I swear on my life. I'm sure it won't. Now get out of here before we cart you off to the rehabilitation center. Yes, thank you. You all have a great day now. The man scurries off into the distance. Like, I could get into it. I just need to stop being sick. I need my allergies to go away. Part of me is like, maybe I should go spend the cajillions of dollars again to go do my drops that I had to stop last year. Because, like, I just was not in the emotional state to take them. Sorry, I had to sneeze. The man scurries off into the distance. You got a knack for this. You know it. This isn't my first rodeo. I could have wrapped it up even sooner if he didn't keep talking back. Well, now that that's taken care of, let's move on to the next issue. Hey, wait a minute. Are you two from Exotic by chance? Yes, we are. Why? No way, I can't believe I just got saved by genuine members of Exotic. It must be my lucky day. Thank you so much. He's cute. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's Honeycakes over here. I'd have just kept on walking if my honey wasn't here with me on patrol. The man hurriedly turns to me. Thank you. I'm Joseph. It's not much, but I run a small business in this area. If there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. Do you really mean that? Of course, as long as it's nothing crazy like handing over my entire fortune. Then can I ask you about Heavenly Ascension? Oh, yes, of course. Come inside. It's okay. You just missed me doing really bad voice changing.
You, aren't I?
Nothing to miss. And then still complaining about cosplay stuff.
Reloading.
Oh, hey, I have these.
Violence is always the answer.
I forgot that I have like bursts I
The
can
thrill
do.
of the hunt.
Entirely forgot. My bad.
Happy, you government lapdog?
Alright, so what you're saying is, in order to prevent the upcoming attack from Heavenly Ascension, you want information regarding the people responsible for the past 2 attacks. Correct. Okay, I'll see what I can find. Wow. Guess it pays to help an outlaw out. Certainly seems that way. You do realize that if you're caught, they'll force you to become a suicide bomber, don't you? Yes, I'm well aware. But loyalty means something even to someone at the bottom of society like me. You guys saved my skin back there. This is something that I have to do. Are you absolutely sure about that? That's a major risk you're taking there. To be honest, I'm a little afraid, but there's a reason why I'm doing this. At one point, I used to be a citizen of the Ark. Huh? You mean you're not originally from here? No, I was an ordinary office worker with a wife and kids. Everyone has their own story, but mine is more tragic than most. One day I was kidnapped by some criminals and my citizenship chip was stolen. After that, well, you can see where I ended up. That sucks. I was caught by the police officer who was on patrol. To them, I was a criminal attempting to illegally escape from the Outer Rim. I was tossed to the edges of society, who aren't even regarded as human, much less citizens. Is there anything I can do? No, it's okay. After everything I've done, my hands are far from clean. A helping hand can't pull me out of this quagmire of chaos. Hello! This is not the cute cat. What happened with the cute cat? Wait, what? Trauma event it is? Yeah, of course. Of course there's gonna be sadness. Oh! If you're talking about, oh, my Doro model? Because that was a April Fool's model. I might pop it out again some other time, but not likely anytime soon. Oh, so people get chipped with their, yeah. So we found out, I think in one of the Counters Bond stories, that people kind of get their social security or social identification number chipped into on a chip. It goes into their neck usually, and that's like their ID card. Like they're good to go. If that is stolen or you just do not have one, it's near impossible to obtain one or confirm that you had one in the first place, and then you get kicked out and you're basically put in the slums. Which is apparently what happened to this poor fellow. Is he got kidnapped, his was stolen, he no longer has identity, he can't go home. Even though he rightfully had one in the first place. Which really seems like a bad system. But I can see why there wouldn't theoretically be a failsafe, because it's like in your neck in most places. So it takes quite the effort to pull that out without killing you. Yes, this is my normal bunny. This is my normal bunny that I have. The other one, I tried to get the ears on, but it wouldn't quite work. But yeah, I might use the small Doro one in the future. I would just have to find like a good reason to use it. I don't want to use it just because I don't want to confuse people. That was just an April Fool's one. But it was very fun to use. I really enjoyed using it. It was very versatile compared to the one that I normally do. So outfits coming soon. TM, maybe. I don't know. They're still cooking. I'm still working on it, guys. Outfits are hard. If you've been on my Blue Sky at all, you've been seeing me complain and going like, I can't. I'm not imaginative. These people who make these super like nice outfits are like awesome and can do these things. And I'm like over here struggling to like figure out how to not do a tank top and shorts. All right. A helping hand can't pull me out of this quagmire of chaos, but I can help you. Just give me one day. I'll try and find something. Will the two of you be coming along as well? Not sure if it'll be me or Jackal, but at least one of us should tag along. I understand. Okay, then I'll see you soon. That was quick. Were you able to find anything good? We were lucky enough to find someone willing to work with us. Are you sure you can trust them? After all, today's the first time you met them. Never mind, it doesn't matter. My own job is to get you out of here safely once you've got the information you need. It's getting late. You should go get some rest. Viper, take him to one of the nicer hotels nearby. Ooh, she's gonna take us to the nice hotel. Which hotel would that be? Oh, that one. I gotcha. Viper wraps her arm around mine. Let's go, honey. That's not good. I'll take you to the most luxurious place in the Outer Rim. Is it gonna still be like garbage? Is that what we're going?
Here it comes! Here it is!
Things are getting good.
Ah! So exciting! Gotta reload and advance!
Man, I didn't even get an option for a burst on that one. It'll be a double wide.
I won, Commander! Give me some treats!
Let me be super duper right back. Let me just refill, or not even refill. Let me get my tea refill started, and then I can just go randomly grab it here in a minute. So give me just a second. Managed to do it all in one anyway. All right. Got it steeped in everything. Not entirely steeped. By the time I drink it, it'll be steeped. Disconnected from the server? What? What'd I break? What'd I break? No! I'm still like here, right? Okay. Spill the tea. No, I'm not spilling my tea. No. Not shop. My brain's like frying. Okay. Yeah, spilling my tea means it's hot, and I don't want to do that. I hope it saved where I was. That's my biggest worry. Please have saved where I was. Please, 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 please.
I'm trembling. Go to hell, scary monsters.
Oh, okay. I might just have to redo this, which is like whatever. We just have to extra fight our way to go take Viper to a hotel room. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing.
Going down. Sending my love. Mwah. Ready for it?
Violence is always the answer.
There we go. We just have to extra fight for the hotel room with paper, which is probably a death sentence, let's be honest. Alright. This doesn't look like a good place to go. Viper! Alright. There we go. Rub the allergies from my eyes. Okay. What is this place? You mean you don't know? Should I know? This is... Why do they keep throwing these words at me? Ifalties? This is Ifalties? The largest entertainment district in the Outer Rim. Why Ma'am, why are you taking me to entertainment district? All the bigwigs frequent this place, from the fat cats on the royal road to the high-ranking government officials. So we weren't kidding when we said we're taking you to the top-class hotel. Why did you bring me here? Why do you think? Because we want you to get a good night's rest. Before you head in, should we exchange numbers first? She's got a point. All we have now are each other's blah IDs. Give me your phone. I'll put in my number. Oh no, guys, what's going on? I'm giving you my number. Viper yanks the phone violently from my hands and types in her number. Here you go. If you're ever in a pinch, give me a ring. She spooks me, dude. Like, she must be like super possessive. Like, she gives me that vibe that she's like, you are mine and no one else's, is the vibe I get from her. Where she's like, no one else can have you, or I'll murder you and everyone else type of situation. That's the vibe I get. Feel free to call me for other things too, hee. Oh dear, this is exactly what I'm saying. All right, let's quit standing around and head in. Viper takes my hand and drags me into the entertainment district. Just up Bear's Alley. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You, like, I know I poke fun at you, but you just ham it in so much. And I'm like, not even so much. Like, you're just like, I like the crazy. The crazies are me. Blah IDs, you mean fake sins? No, I wouldn't say it's a sin. I think it's like I imagine it's almost like an official, probably because they're Nikkes. So probably like an official like government number is how I imagine it. So it's like a personal number she gave us. Yeah. I was gonna say WhatsApp, but I was like, I'm not sure because I don't fucking use WhatsApp. I've never used it. I should. Instead, I went the most like nerd route, and I was like, yeah, for me to have a fake number, let me make a real number, and I just have 2 numbers now. That was my thing, because I was trying to play 4D chess, and then I stopped going out to clubs and stuff. So looky me. I was doing my homework, trying to be extra vigilant, and just didn't do it. In Asia, isn't it line ID? That's probably more accurate. I have no idea. I have no idea. Well, I think is it Canada that has SSI, where we in US have SSN or something like that? I assumed it was the Canada number. It's a phone number that isn't your phone number. Yeah. That's your blah ID. If it's their IMs. What is it? Is that how you say it? For back in the 90s, IM, the AOL instant messenger. That's what they gave out. They gave out their instant messenger, and now we're getting their actual cell phone number, so we can actually call them. I don't know if that dates me or in any way that I know what that is. I've seen pictures of it. I don't think I've ever actually seen the instant messengers. All right, anywho, Viper takes my hand, drags me into the entertainment district. It's a lot cleaner than I expected. SSI. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was SSI, but I wasn't sure. You seem surprised. I know you expected bright red lights and window fronts with a sexy girl parading around them, didn't you? I don't... Not at all, because they have to be discreet. Why are you upset by my answer? The look on your face is awfully adorable, but I hate people who lie. What's so bad about being honest? Honesty is the best policy in my book. So, having said that, let's cut the BS and start being honest with each other. Did we have... Oh. So that's where this is from? Oh no. Your AOL screen name? Yes, that's what our blah... We'll be right back. Right after Vipers takes us to bed. Look at me. Viper puts her hand out and caresses my cheek. Oh no. This is bad. This type of woman you need to run from. I don't care how good it is. You stay away. It's good to see, like, it's not just gloves that she has though. Like for not cosplay, just like I like breaking down outfits. Nope, Golden. Nope, you you gotta stay away. Bad. But like the fact that she has like the full like sleeve, it's not a glove, is interesting. Viper puts her hand and caresses my cheek. Why did Anderson send you here? Did he want you to gather some dirt on us? Do they think we're linked to the blackouts in the Ark? Bear Team 6 going dark? No. Are you sure about that? Then what's this? Viper grabs my phone and turns the screen on. Crow off, Viper off, Jackal off. Unable to detect detonation device. It's the app Suin mentioned to me. I can use it to remotely control explosive collars all exotic members wear. You've been lying to us all the time, haven't you? We trusted you even though you were an outsider. We protected you. And how do you repay us? By hiding something like that. Is that what you call trust? I'm sorry. I never intended to actually use it. How do we know that? You say that, but you were clearly keeping it as a contingency. Never mind. Just give it to me. You and I will swap phones. Since you're the one who broke our bond of trust first, you owe us this much. But there's confidential information on that phone. Anderson may get in touch to give me more orders. You don't need to worry about that. If any orders come through, I'll notify you straight away. Got it? For you, it's just a matter of communication with Anderson. For us, it's a matter of life and death. Yeah. Nope, I completely forgot about that. I know I made, like, not a big deal about us, like, picking who we'd off first. Or at all. And, oh boy. Whoopsies. That's definitely a mood killer. Hey, we're in this saucy hotel, and why do you have a end my life button? Good. Then, from this moment on, you and the rest of us are partners in crime. Oh dear. Bear, in that situation, you're the hot, saucy girl that you're just like, I can fix her. Goes, hey, why do you have a delete me button on your phone? How do you respond to that? Now, granted, Nikkes aren't supposed to be able to hurt us, but like hypothetically, let's say it's like an actual person. You have a delete me button. What do you do? Extortion just makes it more exciting. What is wrong with you?
Sending my love. Mwah. Ready for it?
Blue's taking mod applications. Anybody want in? She needs sing
Violence
mods.
is always the answer.
Not actually.
The thrill of the hunt.
Maybe later. Bear and Game are fantastic. I love them. They're awesome.
I won, Commander! Give me some treats!
Come to find out, Game is the same one. Sane one between us. Alright. Joseph! Oh, that's right. That's the shop owner's name. What are you doing? Time's up. You didn't forget about your promise, did you? Oh, you're early. I see that Exotic came along as well. You say that as though we shouldn't have. I wouldn't dream of it. As a resident of the Outer Rim, being in your company is the greatest honor one could possibly have. So please, come in. I'll give you the information I managed to find. I know you're all busy, so I'll cut straight to the chase. These blackouts are the result of someone acting alone. Okay. Though they do belong to Heavenly Ascension, they're one of the lowest ranking members. Their current location is unknown, but there's a high chance that they're returned to the Outer Rim to hide. They probably earned enough money for the attack over such a short duration by plotting random scams. If you're able to track down any recent large outflows of cash from the Outer Rim, chances are you'll be able to find the person responsible for these attacks. Your investigation turned out a lot of information real quick, didn't it? Yes, well, there's a reason for that. Whoopsies. I don't need you guys hearing my dad sneezes. All right. I have a friend who is associated with Heavenly Ascension. After a few rounds at Allergies, they were more than willing to spill the beans. Will any of this information be helpful to you? More than you can possibly imagine. Great. So what's your next move going to be? Are you planning on arresting them right away? That's the plan. I see. Before you take them in, do you intend on listening to their side of the story or trying to reason with them? It's not military practice to negotiate with terrorists. The most important thing right now is to prevent any further harm to civilians. Well, having the lights turn off currently is like not like life-threatening unless we get to like the weeds of it. We're gonna do the terrorist one, but you shouldn't paint everyone with the same brush. If someone is so desperate that they resort to extreme measures, don't you think they deserve to be heard? Thank you for the chicken. You do realize we're on duty right now. You're starting to ramble, and you need to get with the program. People like our friends here don't consider our lives to have any value. What do you mean? I give you Exhibit A. Viper pulls out my phone and shows everyone the screen. Once the button is pressed, detonation will occur in 3 seconds. A little souvenir from the higher-ups, since we're heavily involved with the outlaws. If someone prepares something like this before even meeting you, what does that tell you? I understand now. In that case, click, click, click. Oh, a throng of armed, mass-produced Nikkes appears. I'm afraid you all have to die. With their Nikkes. What?
I'm trembling. Go
The
to hell,
Nikkes
scary
are
monsters.
programmed to not be able to hurt us. So how is that going to do him any good? Maybe Nikke on Nikke, possibly? But like otherwise, I'm kind of confused.
Reloading. Calm down. Honey, sending my love. Mwah. Ready for it?
That burst now has like
Violence
extra
is
connotations because I wonder if that's supposed to be like the same incident of like, yeah,
The thrill.
we're in the bedroom and I'm about to say that you are a jerk because you're out to kill me.
Happy, you government lapdog?
We've got a moving target. What do you say, Viper? How about a friendly competition? 10 points to whoever gets a headshot first? Sorry, but no. Oh man, you're no fun. Is it over? Yeah, I think the dust has settled, but there's still someone we need to take care of. I thought I was quite well prepared. You truly deserve, are truly deserving of your reputations. The mass-produced Nikkes didn't stand a chance. They certainly were enough of them. They made up for a decent warm-up, though. Even a mouse will bite a cat when it's cornered. Guess we were the mice today. I suppose so. It's hard to say how many chances a man like me will ever have of going up against someone from the central government. It was a risk I had to take. It seems, however, things have not ended up in my favor. What are you saying? Don't you get it? He's the one you're after. He's the terrorist responsible for the blackouts. That's right. We had our suspicions, but as soon as he took the bait Viper threw at him, that's when we knew for sure. He even took a few pot shots at you. Now, the only thing to decide is whether we have him dead or alive. You knew all along? Yep. We arranged it so that you would meet with him. If we did that, the captain said Joseph would reveal himself to you. What was Crow thinking in putting me in danger like that? Why didn't you tell me the plan? Stay in the Outer Rim long enough and you learn not to trust anyone. If we're not careful, our lives could be in danger too. Hello, Azul. Hello. Alright, anyway, this was a win-win for everybody. Heavenly Ascension never agreed to these attacks, so there's a whole lot of bickering going on outside the organization. So, the captain wanted to wrap up the whole thing without overstepping our boundaries. Having fun with Nikke? Yes, I probably should have been done with this already, but I just kept getting distracted by like side conversations about cosplay, about Devil May Cry, things like that. So, just lots of distractions. Plus, I started super late. My dad had a phone call for me. Ah, tea. Ooh, that stuff's nice. All right. If our captain were to capture him personally, our friends in Heavenly Ascension might see it as a betrayal. So, we decided that's where you'd come in handy. Hey, how does it feel to be to apprehend a terrorist? Do you feel justice has been served? Or do you feel excited because you might be up for a promotion after this? No. I see. I suppose even people like you are still human. I spent so much time in this hellhole, I began to think that everyone living in the Ark had gaping black holes where their hearts should be. Not that it matters. At the very end of the day, people like you don't see us outlaws as human. My only regret is that I don't get to kill you myself. Ooh. Ooh, okay. What you're doing isn't right either. No, we're just gonna... Hey, spare us the sermon, and let's get a move on. Our captain is waiting at the hideout. When you say captain, I assume you mean Crow? Who else? Ah, he had a scaredy face.
Too much shooting will make my arms sore.
Whoop.
Hey, calm down.
Oh, the shark's hers. Okay, because I have that decal for my profile card.
Violence is always
there we
the
go.
answer.
Hit the kill switches and start your villain arc? No! Bear would never forgive me if I just toasted Viper. I don't know much about her, but I do know that. I would lose one of my mods if I offed her. And apparently the other one likes Jackal, so only Crow can go. Alright, next one. I need her. Captain, we're here. Look what we brought back. Did I do good? I knew there was something fishy about this guy. You can never allow your emotions to get the best of you. You can never allow your emotions to get the best of you, no matter how just you believe your cause to be. In doing so, you've allowed yourself to be bested by your own peers. Before I get taken in, I have one last question for you, Crow. Do you really believe what's happening here is fair? Me? Why wouldn't I? You've got your finger in more than a few pies out here in the Outer Rim. You of all people should know. Joseph points in my direction. Where that person works. The central government doesn't even treat us like human beings. First, they erect a wall to separate the Outer Rim from the Ark and deprive us of food. Fine. If you risk your life to go to the surface, you can earn a few credits by scavenging for rapture parts. I mean, okay. We're not getting into the bear arc today. Game and Zeffels come and go. Zeffels takes him out for visits sometimes. He gets sun time. No, 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 no. We are not getting into this today. I do not have the vocal cords for it. No, no. We're not getting into Bear's backstory. No. Bear is in, like, the horny jail. That's what I'm gonna, I mean, that's what I'm gonna say it is. That's not what it is, but he's in horny jail. I'm actually saving society from Bear. See, I said it was a lie, but that's the story I'm gonna go with. You said Viper is fine. Go on, Bear. Have your monologue? No, I'm reading over it. Then they encourage and foster conflict among our own rakes and pilfer the bodies of those who died for unknown experiments. Fine, I'll let it pass. There are always places where you can hide from the worst of the fighting. But they don't even grant us basic human decencies like light, for example. Just look at the Dome of Eternity. How much could that be worth? How can they not shine a single ray of light into an area where so many people live? During my time at the Ark, this was the one thing that I learned. Human life can never be quantified by dollars and cents. Bear, you're not that old. You are not that old. Sir. You are not dinosaurs old. But to shine some light, even for just 1 hour a day, is that really too much to ask? They could make the sun set an hour earlier in the Ark or redirect excess light over here. You're right. It would be easy. But they'll never do it. They have no reason to give up something of theirs to someone else. Of course, there are some exceptions who are like our commander. Hearing a story like yours would infuriate them, but some would feel disgusted. Some would consider a charity case and try and help, and if only to make themselves feel better. And that is the reason there is no light in the outer rim. They gather all the things that they don't want to see, shove them away into a dark corner, and pretend that they don't exist. For them, it's an easy solution. Hello, Guan. Hello. There we go. Buttons. Where are the buttons?
No, honey. Sending my love. Mwah. Ready for it?
Violence is always the answer.
I will gladly hydrate.
Fire to
Hang
the
on.
front.
They got this, right? Maybe.
Gotta reload and advance.
I heard something explode. Okay.
See?
I am
made
getting
it.
tongue-tied.
No
Absolutely.
enemies left standing.
No, part of that is allergy brain. And me just like being sick all the time. Commander, over here. What's gotten into her? I know you're saying goodbye to each other soon, but she's practically... Whoop. Every time I drink, I need to cough. It's so annoying. I know we're saying goodbye to each other, but she's practically beside herself. Viper. Yes. Thank you for all your help. What? You moron. Can't you see that we used you? I know that. But we both set out to achieve the same goal. I'm at a loss of words. Here, you can have your phone back. I hope you're planning on giving mine back as well. I give Viper back her phone and take mine back as well. Did you check your photos? I didn't. I accidentally saw 1 or 2 yes. What does this mean? Ooh, you did? I hope you liked what you saw. Oh no. Oh no. There's more where that came from, so feel free to ask me for more whenever you like. After all, we have each other's numbers now. Oh no. No, no, Bear, no! Enough chit chat. It's time to get the citizenship holders over the wall. Crow, what? What do you plan on doing with Joseph? Why are you asking me that? You're the one who came here to arrest him in the first place. Let's say I don't arrest him, what would you do? Not sure. I might extend my olive branch to Heavenly Ascension and hand him over to them. Well, what happened to him over there? They'll deal with him accordingly to their own procedures. Whatever lies in store for him, I'm sure it won't be good. Ooh, do we arrest him to protect him? Or do we... Ooh, that's tough. I'm gonna say I won't arrest him. Do as you please. If you feel that's the right thing to do, then so be it. The gate heading towards the Ark will open in a moment. The grounds outside the gate are a prohibited area. Please ensure non-civilians are killed. Oh. Goodbye, Blue. I hope you won't have to come back here. Okay. Alright, let's get through all these real quick.
I won, Commander! Give me some treats! I won, Commander! Give me some treats!
Hit everyone's kill switch. Why do you guys want me to be a villain so bad? If I were a villain, it would be Drake's level of villainy.
No enemies left standing.
Like, I could not.
Commander, give me some treats. I won, Commander! Give me some treats. I won,
Oh my god, Jackal, shut up.
See? I made it. No enemies
This
left
Drake is my
standing.
spirit animal? Don't. Let's not talk. No. She's so stupid. She's so dumb. Oh, this one's only 10.
See? I made it. No enemies left standing.
Drake's not even good at being a villain. Why use her as a model for villainy? That's what I'm saying. Like, if I were to be a villain, it would be Drake's level of villainy. Like, that's what I would be doing.
Sending my love. Mwah. Ready for it?
I am so nice of a person that I should not be here. I should be, like, in a grave. I, like, do stupid stuff thinking I'm being nice.
One down.
I'm nice to the wrong people.
Ow. Annoying.
Mods, fight.
Honey. Sending my love. Mwah. Ready for it? Annoying.
He's like, yes, Viper, my queen.
See? I made it. No enemies left standing.
Right. And continuing on, we have a happy story for you all. After a week of intensive repairs, the Dome of Eternity is once again in working order. Authorities confirm they are closing in on the Heavenly Ascension member responsible for the attacks, so citizens can finally return to their peaceful daily lives. Nicely done. The military has managed to clean up the Outer Rim, and life can go back to normal for all those who were affected. You seem out of sorts. Did anything unusual happen while you were out there? I don't know if I did the right thing. Is that right? So long as you continue working for the central government, there won't be a day in your life when you don't ask yourself that question. Especially when it pertains to the cesspool we call the Outer Rim. However, with some things, it could be argued that in order to protect yourself, you may need to turn the occasional blind eye. I don't want to do that. Well, do whatever you please. Society needs misfits like you. It helps them realize there's more than one way to living your life. That's a pretty, like, whatever event. Okay. That was, like, super quick. All right. do some Bond stories. We'll do Vipers. I know that's what Bear's gonna ask for. It's like, Viper. More villain. More, maybe the villains were right. Is the new side story out? I didn't see it. Because I didn't really have, I think the major updates tomorrow. I also don't feel like doing like a terrible amount of reading either. No, it's just the two. I'm lawful stupid? Why you gotta be so mean? You don't have to be that mean about it. All right, so advise. Do I have I should have. Yeah, Viper's done. Crow's done. Jackal's done. All right. We'll do the Viper one. I'm like stupid good. Not lawful stupid, but stupid good. Like I wanted to be neutral, and then like after like delving into like that little, because I don't know if that's a D&D thing where that comes from. I was like, yeah, I just want to be neutral. I want to be like somewhere in the neutral column. I don't care if it's lawful, neutral, or whatever. And then it was like, no, you're just good. And I was like, no, I don't want to be good. Oh, sorry. I was like, what? There we go. There we go. Except when we play looters. What do you mean? That is, I'm just working on my benefit. I give you everything you ask for. You're like, Blue, why did you inhale all of the drops? There's suddenly no I heard fancy drops drop, and now there's no fancy drops on the floor. Are you gonna share, Blue? And then I do share the drops, okay? I do show that, hey, this is what was dropped. I didn't want it to go away or get lost, so I picked it up, but you never believed me. Being neutral is boring. It's like being a soft bread without anything on it. That was just always my goal. I want if I were to be able to create a character, I was like chaotic, neutral, and like, but that's just not how I function. Pointed out that a character in one of the Star Trek shows has a prime example of true neutral skepticism towards everyone. What? Don't call me Wonder Bread. No. No. Damn it. All right. We don't advise. We go. Do I have advisements? Oh, I have my advisements still today. Glad I didn't click that. I'd have been mad. Let me out of the basement. We can talk. No, we can talk through the bars, sir. All right. Viper's Bond story. I'm in some back alley in the Outer Rims Entertainment District. The ground I'm sitting on is soaked and I'm leaning up against a dumpster. What did you do, bro? White bread bunny? No. Hang on. I think I can do a thing. Hang on. I don't know what this does. But it's here. Oh. There you go. I have a bread hat now. Is that better? You have a bread bunny for the rest of the day. And now anybody who raids or shows up is going to be like real confused. All right. So. The ground I'm sitting on is soaked, and I'm leaning up against a dumpster, and we don't know what the hell. This is a Bond story, so I don't know how we got here. As I try to shake off the lingering haze of inebriation, I feel something crumpling in my hands. Is this a note? Considering this is a life lesson, don't let us see you snooping around here again. Okay, okay. 10 hours earlier. Oh boy. Communication security procedures complete. Good to go on your end, Commander? I'm ready. All right, sending a central government order your way. Classification top secret. As you know, society's perception of Nikkes leaves something to be desired. The same cannot be said, however, for the big three and the central government. While there are limits to their generosity, most of the people in those organizations treat Nikkes as human beings. Does that include Suin? Well, there are some exceptions. Anyway, that's not our main focus right now. Where is my love? She said she was sending it to me. Sorry. Alright. Shady businesses have taken advantage of Nikkes, but it's starting to become a serious problem. Take advantage? In what way? The entertainment district has always operated with a tacit approval of the central government, but this place is different. They've been stealing Nikkes who are working directly under the central government and using them for more, shall we say, intimate acts. So, how come the central government is taking care of themselves? Some high-ranking officials are involved in all this. That's hampering any formal investigation. There are a lot of people who don't want the ACPU catching wind of this. So that's why they've asked me. And that's why it's being kept so hush-hush. Sad stream today. Trafficking, yay! We're just trauma dumping today, okay? That's why we're alleviating it with bread. We're alleviating the harsh trauma train with bread today. Precisely, if you're not careful, they might send something and dispose of any incriminating evidence. That's why I've been asked to bring this operation to you. I should mention that although I'm coming off somewhat casual now, this is in fact an order from higher up. You should be regarded as an order. And should be regarded as an order. Let me guess. Anderson. Yep. There's only one deputy chief who would issue such orders, and you're the only one capable of carrying them out. Is that sourdough? I don't know. It just seems like that might pass as banana bread just because of how yellow it is. This job requires someone not just with skills, but with determination. Fine. When do I go? As soon as possible. I'll get right to it then. Send me all the necessary information. Just a moment. You should have all that you need now. I opened the newly received message inside. There is only random information pertaining to a fake identity. Is this everything? I'm to assume the identity of an intelligence officer with the name of Jason Bourne. Unfortunately, our hands are tied, so we don't have much of a choice. Anderson left a message as well. He recommends starting with the Outer Rims Entertainment District. It's pound cake. I haven't had pound cake in forever. 8 hours earlier, so this is 2 hours later. I'm in the Entertainment District. Everywhere I look are taverns and other seedy establishments. The night has only just begun, and the entire area is already buzzing with energy. All right, so they just dusk. All right, let's go. I don't even know where to start. Hey there, friend. You going solo tonight? We've got lots of beautiful chicas here. Why don't you pop in for a drink? The entrance is right over there. Just mention my name for a nice discount and maybe a little something extra on the side. About to order some Dominoes. I almost went and bought the stuffed crust the other day. It is expensive. Oh my goodness. Instead, I sufficed for some plain pizzas. Oh great. We don't even have the training to be as badass as Jason Bourne. I don't know. We are test tube commander. We might fall into place. We might. Yeah, the stuffed crust at Domino's was hella expensive. Wait, Bear, you're saying stuffed crust sucks? That is why you're in fucking prison. That's why you're in my basement, sir. Fuck you. You do not say bad things about stuffed crust. That is my jam. I was beholden to Pizza Hut for the longest time because they had stuffed crust. And then when they finally were like, hey, this patent ran out and like all the other joints were starting to like have stuffed crust, I was elated. I was so happy. Fuck you, Bear. Fuck you for saying no to the cheese. The stuffed crust is amazing. Ruins a good za? It's just the bread. It's just bread with cheese. It's cheesy bread. It's like you get extra cheesy bread at the end of your slice. What's wrong with it? This is where we fight. This is where we like argue. Like, sir, you are my best friend. Like, why would you say such a hurtful thing to me on my stream? Now you lose your mind. Guys, we're going to war. We're going to war. It's just bread. Nothing's just bread. Guys, I might not have a basement Bear after this. The entrance is right over there. Just mention my name for a nice discount and maybe a little something extra on the side. If you just want to browse through the merchandise, that's cool too. You stand by it, boo you all I want. I've seen what makes you cheer. What? What do you mean you've seen what makes me cheer? What? What? Are there Nikkes in there by any chance? Don't be so fucking forward. You're a bad undercover duder. He ain't playing. No, he is not playing. We might have fighting words after I get off stream, if not beforehand. We may be fitting. I have a solution to keeping Bear on as your moderator. Yeah, it's called me feeding him more homemade bread. But however, I may just put some cheese in the next loaf I make out of spite. It'll be like, here, Bear, here's your favorite sourdough bread. I put fucking cheese in it just for fucking you. Fuck you. Because I was gonna go make you some sourdough. Because I know you like bread. That's fine, cheesy bread. Then if cheesy bread is okay, then why the fuck is stuffed crust bad? Tell me. I am too smiley. My freaking model is not catching how upset I am. Stuffed crust pizza is degenerate? No! It's just cheesy bread. It's fucking extra. It is just extra bread at the end, but it has cheese, so you get extra cheesy bread. You can even get it as garlic stuffed crust, damn it. Hang on. I have to like manually toggle this because I'm too smiley. There we go. There we go.
Bear, this is a take more blasphemous than pineapple as a topping.
Ah. I await your response. I await your resignation, sir. That's the thing though. Guys, you don't understand. You don't understand. This is what he wants. He wants me to give him the out to resign. I like Hawaiian pizza. But I get that from my mom. I can't have fish. So pizza, I think historically was just leftovers. So technically anything goes. Which I think is why fish is a thing on pizza. Even though I don't believe it should be a thing. I ordered it out of curiosity once. And I hate it. For fish on pizza. But I think historically pizza is just leftovers thrown on bread. So you can't really get upset with people over pineapple or fish or anything like that because it's historically accurate. Chocolate is a little weird. I have not heard of someone putting chocolate on there, but you know what? Historically fits. I guess chocolate and bread is just like Pocky sticks. I just don't think I could have it with marinara sauce. That's a step too far for me personally. Oh, I got leftover cheese sticks. Let me violate the crust and stuff it in there. Oh, I can't hear with that. No. You and I gotta have words. Yeah, peasant food in Italy. That's what I'm saying. I think historically that's what it was. Is they couldn't afford meals, so they would take their leftovers and just throw it in bread. And that was pizza. Like spaghetti, it's now on bread. It's now that's how pizza. I think that's how that used to work. I don't remember when I learned that. But it's stuck with me ever since. So anytime I hear the pizza on, or the pineapple on pizza argument, I'm like, you can't, if it works. It technically fits what pizza originally was. Anywho, are there any Nikkes by chance? Because we are totally shit at being undercover. Nikkes? Is that what you're into? If not, then I'll be on my way. Whoa, hey now, what's the rush? Cool your jets, my friend. We're a respectable establishment. Of course we don't have any Nikkes. However, yes, I've been around the block, okay? I know just about everyone here worth knowing. I'll have you flanked with fine honeys in no time. Head inside and have a drink. Let me make a few calls and I'll hook you up. Fine, you've got yourself a customer. That's more like it. I knew you'd come around. You just relax and let me take care of the rest. Oh dear. So we have now gotten drunk off our gourd. We're at a dumpster. So did he drug us? And like go, fuck you, we don't have Nikkes? Or is it, we got Nikkes, but fuck you, guy, you're too direct. Blowing my cover over here. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be mean. But I am a foodie. I will talk about food frequently, so I'm so sorry. After that, everything's a blur. I followed the man inside the bar, had a few drinks while I was waiting, and I frantically checked my pockets. Thankfully, I still got my credit card. Oh boy. On the outer panel of the card is a notification stating that a shit ton of money's been deduced. Considering this a life lesson, don't let us see you snooping around here again. I crumble up the note and get up. I reek of garbage. Honey, what are you doing over there? Have you gotten into a dumpster diving? Oh dear. I'm gonna get an idea. Peanut butter shake from Sonic. Oh, an Oreo? Oreo peanut. So I had the peanut butter shake and the peanut butter bacon shake, and I really liked it until I hit the bacon bits. Otherwise, it tasted like a Reese's Pieces, and that was okay with me. That was absolutely fine. So I imagine Oreo like crusted in there wouldn't be too much of a difference. That sounds actually really nice. Honey, what are you doing over there? Have you gotten into dumpster diving? Viper? Let me guess. You got swindled. She like looks too happy about that. Remember the peanut butter burger? Yeah, actually, I did not mind the peanut butter burger. I did not mind that at all. I got the shake and the burger at the same time. So my peanut butter burger that I got was very lightly peanut buttered. So I don't know if that was why I didn't mind it. I think Bear went and tried it and it was like a chunk of peanut butter, and I think that would be too much. But having it lightly on the burger was not bad. It was not bad at all. This is a rough and tumble place, even for someone like you. Oh, you did have it. It was awful. Okay. Because yeah, mine was light. I couldn't remember if you did have it or not, Bear. All right. People get robbed blind here all the time. I can see that now. Very funny, but seriously, what are you doing here? I got lost. I came here to have a good time. We're gonna say I came here. You must have been awfully lonely to come to a place like this. Viper doesn't seem to be buying my excuses. What about you? What are you doing here? Some people are proving to be a real thorn in my side. I was looking for a way to take them out of the picture, if you catch my drift. I see. So I'm here on business, just like you. You're fortunate to have come out of the place unscathed. Next time, you might not be so lucky, so be careful. Anyway, I've got to get going. Wait! What is it? Any chance you could, help a guy out? Thank you, Juwan. Juwan is king. Thank you. Thank you. I briefed Viper on the operation. Well, at the very least, I'll be able to keep you from ending up hugging a dumpster again. The place that you were at last night was it a club dealing in Nikke trafficking? You know it? Of course. All you want is to get inside here. That's right. I'll contact an old friend of mine. The club is always changing the time and meeting place. Personally, I never understood the need for all that rigmarole just to be with us. Viper stops tapping on her cell phone. You know, it's been a while since I spoke with this friend of mine. I'm a little nervous. Also, I'd be a fool to do someone a favor without asking for something in return. After that, what you've just been through, you ought to know this is no place for to show such weakness. I just have taste. This is why you don't have any tin cups, because you'd be too loud and annoying down there. I'm the type that gets chicken tenders at every restaurant I go to, so I can't really talk though. Here's the thing, chicken tenders is a safe bet. I've done it when I just, like, I felt bad. I think I was at, I think it was Applebee's with my dad, and I was kind of poking fun at, like, what's up with people having chicken tenders and, like, macaroni and cheese on all their menus? Like, it's like the adult kids meal. And then I went through the menu, hated all of it. I was like, you know what? I understand now. And that's what I ordered. I ordered the nuggets, the tenders, and the mac and cheese. And that was my dinner there. If I remember right, the tenders weren't actually bad at Applebee's. Macaroni and cheese, of course, is just like the powdered garbage. Powdered garbage. All right. After what you've just been through, you ought to know that this is no place to show weakness. What do you want? I wasn't even finished. You're making this too easy for me. Then again, I like that. Chicken tenders, mac and cheese, stuffed crust. I'll bring you a juice box for your next meal prep. Can it be apple juice? Like, please? I would love some apple juice. That'd be amazing. I already have apple juice. But if you can't get apple juice, I accept grape juice. And I accept orange juice, and the grape juice I can ferment. Juicy juice? No! Isn't that like Kool-Aid? Where it doesn't actually, it's not even juice at that point. I'll even punch the straw in for you. I always had struggles with the pouches, because I don't know if it was like the straw was bad or like the film was bad, but I would always have issues actually punching the hole, because I would either bend the straw or like break like the box itself and just make a fucking mess. That was my experience with those. So I like very quickly stopped buying them. Not buying them, but like drinking them. My brother had all of them. Viper saunters closer to me and holds my arm. Well, since I'm doing you a favor, spend the rest of the day with me. And then? Is that all you want? Yep. What? Don't you want to be with me? That's not what I meant. Okay, fine. Perfect. I'll contact my friend then. Viper quickly types out a message and puts her phone back into her pocket. Now, while we're waiting... Oh, actually, before that, you desperately need to change your clothes. Oh, right. My clothes are completely disheveled. A nice, clean suit would look better on you. People who frequent the clubs are usually quite well-to-do. If you don't dress up, they'll never let you in. And I really want to see how you look in a suit, too. Is how you feel about my clothing really that important? Yes. Yes, it is important. We please the lady who is helping us on our mission. Don't you know that? It's like undercover one-on-one. Like 101. Like obvious. She knows this place inside and out. We don't question her. Considering how you're going to be my date after all. Ooh. More than the mission at this point. 1 hour later in the meeting spot downtown. I didn't keep you waiting, did I? No, I just got here. You're looking dapper. But my friend says it'll be a while before he can get in. Let's enjoy ourselves in the meantime. I've been looking forward to this date for a while now. And there are all sorts of things I want to try. You're not lying to me, are you? I would never. Don't you worry. Ooh, look at that. Viper points at a roadside kiosk. Churro flavored Splendiman. It's all the rage right now. Ew. I don't think I could do churro flavored anything. It'd have to be a churro or bust. Would you like to try some? Yeah, that'd be... Let's get one for each of us. Viper stares at the menu, her arm wrapped in mine as we stand in front of the kiosk. Can I choose both flavors? Sure. But I really want this honey strawberry flavor. Okay then. Hello, can I help you? We'll have one honey strawberry, one sweet banana, and one white dream. Would you like a receipt? No thanks. Will that be for here or to go? To go. Okay, I'll just get it in a few minutes. Thank you. After a suspicious exchange between Viper and the cashier, our Splendiman comes out. Enjoy, thank you. I didn't see anything called White Dream on the menu. Want to try some? Actually, probably better that you don't. Does this have something to do with exotic? You could say that. What, you gonna turn me in? No. Good. Viper stares silently at the churro-flavored Splendiman. We at Exotic have our own way of handling things. It's how we manage to keep ourselves alive and breathing. If there's any infighting between us or if we slip up, well, I shouldn't have to tell you that what would happen to us. Viper feeds me some of the sweet banana-flavored Splendiman. What is that noise? You got sugar all over your face. Viper gently wipes the corners of my mouth. It's simply a matter of doing whatever's necessary to survive. Is that what's going on? Of course. You don't need to worry about yourself. Viper gingerly grasps my hand. Hey, are you up for a movie? That's what I was saying. I don't think I would have churro flavored anything. It would have to be churros or I'm not having it. And so we continue past the time until Viper's friend got in touch with her. I'm so glad I got to see that movie with you. Why are you so pouty if you liked it? I even teared up at the end. Oh, maybe that's why. It is starting to feel as if we are on a totally normal casual date. This is delicious. How did you find out about this place? Thanks for bringing me. So she's just getting a tour of like whatever she wants. As I watch Viper eat, she seems like the happiest girl in the world. Oh, what is it? My friend just contacted me. I was having so much fun, I completely forgot about him. I almost wish he hadn't responded. The jovial, smiling Viper I see before me seems so different from the girl I met earlier today. Let's go on another date some other time. Okay. All right. Later that night, we return to the entertainment district. I follow Viper as she guides me into a bar. After we sit down, Viper gestures with her eyes towards the corner of the bar. There is an exit sign that is turned off. Once that light turns on, you can head in. Should be another 10 minutes or so. Okay. I have to ask, once you're in there, what exactly is your plan? I'm going to gather evidence, look for a guest list. I'll only have one shot at this. You're right. There won't be any second attempts with this, so you need to focus. You said there's there are a lot of high-ranking people involved that might try to cut and run, so keep your eyes peeled. Viper leans in closer and puts her hand on mine. Isn't this all a bit outside your wheelhouse? Doesn't fighting raptors keep you busy enough as it is? This is something I have to do as well, and I can't sit back and watch Nikke suffer. I understand you're a good person, so it's natural for you to feel that way. I was debating whether or not to show you this, but Viper hands over her phone. The club manager here has a thing for Nikkes. He's conducted so many deals with collectors, there's no way he's using all those Nikkes just to run his clubs. I guarantee more than a few of those Nikkes he brought are for his own personal use. I look at Viper's phone screen and it displays a document detailing all the sordid activities going on at the club. I've heard ramblings over this before. If I don't apprehend him tonight, then more Nikkes will suffer. I'm glad I decided to show you. I was going to make you a proposition, but now that may not be such a good idea. What was it? No, I can't say it. You'll turn it down. Let me hear it first. Fine, but you have to hear me out. That manager could prove useful to us. We could use him to gather more information about others operating within the criminal underworld. He could potentially lead us to other clubs that are using and abusing Nikkes. So I thought perhaps we can leave him alone for the time being. Can't do that. Can't do that. I know you can't. It's okay. It's just how you are. Time's up. We pass through the door under the exit sign, and our IDs are checked by security. We pass through a complex series of secret pathways and eventually find ourselves in an opulent lounge. There's some fancy digs. You see that? They're all Nikkes. Under the dim lighting, women are pouring drinks. Some are on stage singing. Every last one is a Nikke. Remember what I told you. Don't come off like you're soft. Pretend that you're a commander who considers Nikkes to be playthings. That must be impossible for us. We are too nice. We are too nice for that. All right. I'll try. Good evening. Welcome to our establishment. And you are? I am the manager of this club. I was told a VIP guest was arriving this evening, and I thought, VIP? Yeah, that's me. I wish to enjoy the company of some Nikkes, and heard this was the place to go. VIP? As I'm sure you're already aware, this establishment is meant to be a space where one can spend some quality time with Nikkes. Most of our clients come alone, but I see you came with a Nikke. The manager leers at Viper, glancing at her from top to bottom. And one of the highest quality. You must be the VIP client I was informed of. We offer private rooms for our VIP clients as well. Right this way. Very well. Can't blow the cover. We have to be assholes. After leading us to a private room, the manager takes his leave. That creepo's starting to really give me the willies. Me too. I've got goosebumps. Viper picks up the tablet on the table. Security seems to be more strict than I thought it would be. What are you gonna do? First, we need to secure some evidence. We can't overdo it though. I doubt we'll be able to get our hands on something like the guest book. Right, if we get reckless, then it'll be game over for us. Come in. A waiter opens up the door and steps in. They set down some alcohol and snacks on the table, then leave. Are you going to drink? We might arouse suspicion if we start casing the place right before being shown to our room. Let's stay here for a bit before heading out. Viper grabs one of the drinks and scoots beside me. Is that a margarita? Yep, my favorite. Viper takes the salt that was provided and applies it to the rim of the glass. She takes a sip. Drinking this makes me feel like I'm starting to wrap up the day. It's been a while since I had a nice ordinary day like this. You call infiltration and espionage ordinary? Come on, don't be such a buzzkill. I'm at the part where we had our date, and right now, just the two of us drinking. How do you usually spend your time? Infiltrating and espionage, I suppose. It's true. Viper rests her head on my shoulder. What about you? How was it being with me today? I had fun. I'm glad. You really are a nice person. I thought you might be uncomfortable being with me. I was at first, but then I got to know you better. You're really putting yourself at risk by undertaking a mission like this. Do Nikkes really matter that much to you? Yes, they're incredibly important to me. Even a Nikke who's lived her entire life as a criminal? Yes. I knew you would say that. Viper offers me the glass she is holding. What's this for? Think of it as rehearsal. Ah, okay. So no matter what we picked, this would have been okay. Remnants of Viper's lip gloss shimmer on the rim of the glass. A mixture of sweet and sour flavors spreads in my mouth. Thank you for being with me today. This would have been much more difficult to pull off without you. Viper cups my face in her hands. What? Going on a date? That too, but I'm more referring to how difficult it'd be for a Nikke to gain access to this kind of club on her own. How gullible you are. Oh no! She drugged us! She drugged us! My vision becomes a blur. Viper, you should have listened to me before. Then we could have really enjoyed ourselves once we were done here. You could have completed your mission. I try to fight it, but I can feel my eyelids becoming heavier and heavier. I must say, even I didn't think it would go this well. You must be attracted to girls from with a past. Anyway, I must be off. Nighty night. Just as Viper finishes whispering farewell to me, everything goes black. I don't know if we still have that. I don't know if we still have that on our phone. I don't know if we still have the kill switch on our phone after that event. I could see that we could have it. Knock knock. As I come to, I hear a constant knocking sound. Hello? Is anyone in there? Bit by bit, I start to recall what happened to me before passing out. Anyway, I must be off. Nighty night. May I come in? Come in. The door opens and a waiter comes in. Is everything all right? I just, I look at the salt spread across the table. I may have gone a little overboard with the party powder. Okay. The waiter looks at the salt, which now suspiciously resembled something else entirely, and nods knowingly. I apologize for the interruption. I'll come back later. No, go ahead and tell me, what is it? The manager wanted me to thank you for your generosity. To express our gratitude, you may enjoy all of our services we offer free of charge. Should you wish to spend some private time with the Nikkes, you may choose from one of the Nikkes we have on our staff. If you are so inclined, we also have a special area where you can... How long has it been? Excuse me? I'm feeling a bit groggy. How long has it been since I dismissed that last Nikke? I believe that was around 10 minutes ago. Perhaps you have a change in your mind? No, I just want the same girl again, that's all. Excellent. The manager has made him available to you, and you can see him anytime you wish. Right this way. I'll go alone. Just tell me where she is and get back to work. Yeah. We don't want the manager. We want fucking Viper back. Currently in line, patiently waiting at stall 17 for your master shake. I hope you have a wonderful shake. Bear and I went to Dunkin' Donuts yesterday, and I made the mistake of getting triple scoops in a waffle cone and did not realize how much fucking ice cream that is. Very much enjoyed it. 10 out of 10 would do it again. Just, you know, not in a hurry. It was massive, but totally worth. Yeah, she just used something that metabolized pretty fast because she just left 10 minutes ago. It better be wonderful because it's not. No, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing shake. As soon as the waiter is out of my sight, I frantically scramble over to the manager's office. Without any hesitation, I kick the door open and march in. Viper! Yes? But the Viper is sitting calmly with her legs crossed, scrolling through her phone. About time you showed up. I was starting to get lonely. What the hell is going on? First off, take a deep breath. I suppose you were worried that the manager might have done something to me. Yes. You really are too kind, darling. Even after everything I've done for you, you still have concern for me. I'm actually going to miss part of WrestleMania because I have some errands I have to do out of town, but I will catch possibly. I might get to some of it, probably not though for the first night, but I'll get to the second half, which I hope is where all the good stuff is. No need to fret. As you can see, nothing happened. Well, maybe not nothing. As Viper finishes her sentence, I glance around the office. There's no sight of the manager. Where's the manager? Take a wild guess. Did you let him escape? Bingo! I told him about the secret mission of yours and made a little deal with him. Viper produces my ID and waves it around gently. She must have taken it from me at some point. He left in an awful hurry, but even so, he managed to get rid of something that would incriminate him. At this rate, you might end up failing your mission. Viper goes silent. Turn around and walk out with an air of confidence. The manager has escaped and only Viper knows his whereabouts. I can't leave now. Not when Viper has the information I need. Let's try to negotiate. What do you want from with me? I haven't even finished and you're begging already? You're slower than I thought. I'm starting to think going out with you might get tiresome. I have something you want? What makes you so sure about that? Why else would you have waited for me? This entire thing could be over if you just left. If you'd left along with the manager. Yes. All right. Ooh, sounds like you have a theory. Go on. The fact that you stayed here to wait for me tells me that there's something you want from me. I might seem that way to you, but I'm afraid it's simply not true. I had such a lovely time on our date. What else could I possibly want from you? There. No need for the grumpy face. Fine, I suppose there is something. Are you willing to do anything I ask? Yes. In exchange, you hand over the manager. Well, if you put it that way, Viper slinks over and wraps herself around my waist. So, I'm sure I can come up with something. Out with it. Oh, nothing special. You just need to listen to a few requests I have. How many is a few? Don't worry, they're all minor things. You should be able to handle them quite easily. Okay. All right then, my first request. Viper pulls away from me and holds out her phone. On the screen is information about an organization that has recently started working in the Outer Rim. I want you to take care of these guys. They're bad people, perfect targets for a righteous warrior such as yourself. They were planning on working with the manager here to expand the club's operations. I look through Viper's phone. Inside are records of conversations between the manager and his organization. There's also information about frequent clashes with Exotic. What about you? What are you doing here? Some people are proving to be a real thorn in my side. I was looking for a way to take care of them. Okay. Well, sound like something you'd be interested in? Then again, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Send me all the information you've got. Thank you. Since you've been so... I am going to miss Saturday, I think. I think is the day I'm gonna possibly miss. But I'm definitely gonna be available Sunday. If I'm getting my WrestleMania days correct, which I think I am. So Saturday I'm gonna miss. So, since you've been so cooperative, I'll return the manager to you. Viper presses a button under the desk. One of the bookcases moves, revealing a secret passageway. Shall we? Okay. After traversing the dark and narrow secret passage, we emerge into an open area. Captain, he's quieted down now. Much better. Hello, everyone. Thank you for looking after him for me. The manager is tied up and lying at the feet of Jackal and Grow. Hi, Commander. Hey, Viper, what's the big deal? You're out having fun with the commander without me? We went on a date, and I helped out with his latest mission. We even had a few drinks. I had so much fun. Here you can have this back. Grow kicks the manager over to us. I'd say your mission has been a success, wouldn't you? Oh my god. Hang on. You're gonna miss Roman. Oh, are they that day? That sucks. Is it Peacock that they're on or Netflix? Because if it's either of those, I can probably go watch it later on. If they allow it. Because I'm gonna be... Yeah, at best case, I might get back when it sort of started. I might, it depends. Is it... If it's 8 p.m. Eastern that it starts, I should be good. But, like, yeah, it's a little tight. You'll get me caught up? I appreciate you. What? I'm not opposed, but can we have at least food breaks? My goodness. I'd say your last mission has been a success, wouldn't you? Just set the VCR to record, it'll be fine. I'd love that. What? You have changed your mind, haven't you? Or you haven't changed your mind, have you? In exchange for me returning him, you were supposed to fulfill a request of mine. Yes, but... If that's everything, I'm going back. You better invite me to the hangout next time. You'll stuff me full of wings. I never finish our food that we get, like, ever. Unless it's Asian food. But, like, I just never finish the wings. I should get going as well. Don't forget what you promised. All right. Just as Viper is about to turn and leave, she stops. Today isn't quite over yet. We still have some time left. Just as Viper said, there are 5 minutes left to midnight. You look like you have some questions. More than I can count. You don't say. All right, then I'll answer one. Just one. I ask the first question that comes to mind. Did you plan all this from the very beginning? Depends on what you consider the beginning. When you were tasked with apprehending the manager when we went on our date in the Ark? Or perhaps when we met in the alleyway? Lighten up, I'm only kidding. Let me think. When did it start? It started when I first saw you. Viper! Crow says to come move your butt before she busts a cap in it. That's my cue to leave. Don't think about it too much. All that matters is that you and I had fun, right? No need to fret over the rest. I'm looking forward to our next date. After Viper leaves, I'm left alone with the manager who is squirming on the floor. Please don't kill me. What's this? I can see a note and a USB stick stuffed inside the manager's hands, which are tied behind his back. I had a lot of fun today. A little something for you. If I were to guess, I'd say the USB contains the list of clientele and other documents related to the club. It turns out that Viper herself never went near the manager. Wait, are we not breaking in? I thought we were gonna have some fun. I told you, we only do that if there's no other option. My darling promised to help us. Oh, does that mean we'll get to spend more time with the commander? Why you gotta press Jackal's button? Alright. Most likely. You're not so useless after all. Jackal, watch how you speak to me. I already get enough grief from the captain. Come on. After all the trouble I went through to pull this off, don't you have anything to say to me? Then again, it's not like I care what you say about me. Do you really think that what you've done here is praiseworthy? Why not? I know things may not have it gone exactly according to plan, but it all worked out in the end, didn't it? On top of that, Honey Buns is in our debt now. If you ask me, that's more valuable than extracting random information from some low-level thug. That's not the point. It isn't? Then what's the point? You're no different from that low-level thug. You're both slaves to your most base desires. What? Are you trying to start something? In fact, you're probably worse. You're far more conniving. Captain, I didn't realize you took such an interest in what I do. Considering how nosy you're being, you must really disapprove of me. You say I'm nosy? Just remember that the only reason I haven't put a stop to your bumbling yet is that you're still of use to me. The commander's beliefs are poisoning your mind. You might think that you're in control, but you will become infected without even realizing it. Before long, you'll be nothing but a shell of your former self. What are you rambling about? You mean Honey? He's starting to have feelings for me? It could be. You know how humans are. All right, I understand. I'll be more careful. I still think you're making mountains out of molehills. What are you two talking about? The commander is poisonous? Don't be ridiculous. You make it sound like Honey is a snake. It's just the captain being worried. But what was all that about infectious and being nosy? Come on, what are you guys talking about? Be quiet, will you? It was nothing. Fine. We were talking about a plaything that is proving to be very amusing. Rah. I'll probably watch a little bit. The feral experience on boosters. They swear they can reverse park and be looking dumb. I can reverse park. I don't like parallel parking. That's my thing. I just don't like being made to parallel park. And my mom makes me do it all the time because of how the driveway is set up. Have fun with the fallout? Yeah. I won't do the other twos today.
My heart is always beating whenever you're around.
Because I've got
Then again, I suppose that's...
I have food that I haven't finished eating, and just like I'm coughing and sneezing a lot. But I can at least do these a little bit. I didn't realize these were still here.
I like you so much.
You guys get a glimpse of how I do my my dailies. Ah. Oh yeah, I can just do that, huh? There's like keyboard shortcuts. Whoop. All right, there's that one.
When you're around, I'm not even scared of exams anymore.
Good. All right. Ah, she's a dragon. I was like, I know she's into reptiles. Crap. All right. Ah, okay.
No funny business while I'm around. It'll only distract me.
Whoop. All right. Okay. That is now done. Wonder Bread Blue is now going to sign off for the day. Let's go on the Twitch and let's go raid somebody. I don't know who yet. We'll figure it out. Make sure to show them love. My raid message will auto post. I'm hoping, I'm really hoping that I get my normalcy back, because I have so many projects I need to finish for you guys that I've been working on, and I can't do it if I'm sick. So I hope to like get over this soon. Or at least get like some super medication that'll like stop it. But I appreciate you guys all for stopping by. Of course, this isn't like possible without you. I appreciate it. There is the, for anyone new, I think there was someone that new popped up earlier, Linktree with all my links in it, to include the cosplay YouTube and the Instagram, the YouTube, the Twitters, all that stuff. And then of course my Discord link for my Discord server. I'm talking too much, I'm coughing more often. I appreciate you guys, and let's go share our love with someone else. I appreciate you guys, and tomorrow will be the Genshin stories I was supposed to do today at 7 p.m. Eastern. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye!